What's going on, everybody? Vince Goodrum here. It is Tuesday afternoon. I have taken a day off, and I am right now at Whitey's Auto Auction here. Need to go get me another car. I'm trying to find a luxury car I'm gonna pay cash for, and I wanted to make this video just show some of you people how I actually buy vehicles here, as well as other things. You know, it's always good to go to an auction because, you know, the biggest thing about it is you pay cash for it and you're not paying interest on whatever vehicle you purchase here, unlike a used car dealership or even a brand new car. So I'm going to go ahead and check in. Since I am an individual, no longer a dealer, I do have to put down a $500 cash deposit.
Your destination is on the right.
So I'm going to go ahead and put my deposit in, and I will get back to you. We're going to go and check out some cars. The auction starts at 7 o'clock. It's now almost 6 o'clock, so it gives me an hour to check out a couple vehicles so I can give you a couple tips here. Okay? I'll be right back. All of these vehicles, all at the very top, these are vehicles that you can actually bid on. So I'll be doing it in short bursts there in terms of what we'll be bidding on here. You know, like I said, I'm not a frisky buyer. If I don't see anything I like, I'm not going to buy it, period. And that's just the way it is here. So let me just a second. All right, check this out here, people. This here is a souped up well, piece of shit there, and this is one of the things you want to watch out for. Obviously, this person invested more in having the coolest paint job and the best rims around. The rims probably cost more than the car. Unfortunately, they did not invest in the actual vehicle. Probably a drug dealer's vehicle. They probably smoked crack, you know, and now they had to turn in this vehicle. You have shit hanging out. There's a wasp coming up there. Even the wasp does not want the vehicle here. You have to be careful of stuff like this, so we're going to avoid this at all cost here. Also, if you can look down here, you can see that these tires are bald as fuck there, and they're cracked and peeling. Just the tires in itself, even though there's rims on there, that's going to run you about $100 per tire, you know, at the very least. So these are things that you want to watch out for when you're going to an auction there, as far as tires, as well as the actual vehicle itself. It's pretty clear to me that this person, whoever owned this vehicle, spent more time trying to be the stylish motherfucker out there than actually doing any actual maintenance. So fuck this car. All right, guys, let's take a look at this vehicle here. This here is, I believe, a 2002 Ford Taurus. These are my vehicles of choices here, and even though the hood is all messed up, these are very reliable cars there. So if you need a reliable car, these vehicles are very cheap and affordable to actually fix up. It's a couple scratches on the vehicle itself there, but it can be fixed there. This was likely some sort of a car that's been sitting out for quite some time due to the rust there. You never want to really pay attention to it. This car will probably go for about $200 or $300. Still a worthy investment there, depending on whether it'll run or not, though. So if you need a good starter car, you know, a quick paint job, beat down the fucking hood of the car, you know, you'll have something that you can deal with here. Here's another vehicle. Another Ford Taurus here. Like I said, these are highly reliable vehicles. This here is obviously by the design of it, probably a 99 and before. This one has a really good paint shape to it there. It's been well taken care of. A vehicle like this here, watch out for the spider web. This will go maybe for about, say about $1,200 here. So you can tell the tires on this one here are looking pretty good. So you can probably drive home with this. No bodywork damage whatsoever. Normally I would actually get this car, but we're not shopping for Tauruses today. We're shopping for luxury cars only. So, but this is also another great starter car. Remember, you can't go wrong with a Ford Taurus. It's what I've been driving for over 12 years. All right, so this is my first car of interest. This here is a BMW. 2001 from what it looks like. It's in pretty good shape. This vehicle is going to go for some good amount of money depending on it. Obviously, you know, the person was a smoker. Good tires. You know, excellent shine to it. Has been taken care of. However, It's kind of odd that this vehicle is sitting here, which leads me to believe there may be some issues. Now, one of the good things about being at a car auction, and this is why you want to get there early in time, is so you can try to start up the vehicle. So let's try to check out the vehicle. I'm going to go ahead and get inside here. Obviously, there's some shit in here. It's a dirty car, but, you know, it is what it is. There are obviously no keys in it. It's been used before.
If I look at this with you?
Sure. No problem. Doing this for YouTube here. As far as this vehicle is concerned, obviously, looks like it was rated at one particular time because the stuff's moved everywhere. One thing you have to watch out in these vehicles, don't worry about how dirty a vehicle is. The only thing you have to worry about is what you can do with it and what you want to bid as far as an auction is concerned. You want to get this at a good price because remember, there's always going to be contingency fees when it comes to the vehicle itself there. Like I said, this is a 2001 BMW. BMWs are very expensive to work on and they can be very troublesome. But if you get it at a right price, you know, it's not going to really make much of a difference here. Car is dirty. It has no keys in it there, so we'll just have to see when it pulls up there. The one thing I'll probably listen to is just simply the sounds of the vehicle and how it shifts going back and forth there. And that's all you can really do, you know, on this one here. So we'll put this to the side. All right, guys, this here is a Volkswagen Beetle, a liberal piece of shit. Just stay away from it because it's ugly as fuck. You know, unless you can get a good deal on it. But honestly, car is so fucking ugly. God damn. Look at this thing. I mean, who would want to drive this thing around, no matter how new it is? 1999. It is in pretty good shape there, but you know, whatever floats your boat, you know. All right, next vehicle. This here is late 90s Mercedes. This car does not run whatsoever. I don't even need to jump start it. The battery's probably dead in it. Doesn't look like it's been moved in a while, but I could be wrong on it there. The interior is very excellent, oddly enough. You do get a faint smell in here. It's possible that this vehicle could have had some flood damage, but let's see if there's a key in here. And yes, there is a key. So let's get in and jump start this vehicle here. And yep, like I said, this vehicle will not start. But man, the interior is pretty good, I have to say. But yep, the battery is just completely dead in this vehicle. But you know, you can do something with it. I don't know whether they're going to haul this one in or not. Probably wouldn't bid on it because there's probably some serious issues with it here. All right, PT Cruiser. It looks like a 2002. Looks in pretty decent shape. Bumper's faded. Who cares? It's a great vehicle. It is manual shift. Usually reliable. This here is from the board of it, it's a title loan car, which means that this would be actually a good buy for someone that drives stick. The reason being is because this vehicle was running whenever it was taken there. And one of the good things you always want to watch out for is any vehicle that is no longer driven by the individual because they simply cannot afford it. You know, that's usually a good sign that this vehicle is running there, but I won't bid on it because it is a manual stick. I can drive stick, but that's not what I want. All right, guys, now we're talking. Volvo 2002. Tires. Vehicle itself. Volvos are pretty reliable cars. This one definitely does need to be cleaned up. Been sitting out here. Not too many owners. Let's take a look inside. And it's been driven around a bunch there. It's been around the block, but I'm assuming that this vehicle can possibly start. And it is dead on battery here. Never a good sign. Let's take a look at the interior. Yeah, well, definitely needs to be cleaned out there, you know. I'll probably need to wash my clothes afterwards, but, you know, it is what it is. This here, don't mind that. That's just a cover. This car's been driven a lot, though. Cigarette lighter does not work. You know, I would say a college kid was probably driving this vehicle. You can smell marijuana in here. Light hint, but there's a heavy car scent, probably one of those cans that are under the seat. But, you know, just because the car won't start doesn't mean anything. You know, like I said, they're going to roll these out up front there, and it's either going to be pushed or it's going to be charged up and driven. A lot of these cars have been sitting around for a while, not been bid on, and the batteries have gone dead. It is what it is, people. It's an auction. 2010 Cadillac. Very nice shine to it. Late model. This will go for probably about $3,000 or $4,000 depending. Let's go ahead and open this one up and see. Obviously, you hear the sound of that. That battery is working. It's clean. The vehicle does start. Let's see what lights are going to go on and off. Don't mind that. That's just a normal symbol. The air is blowing cold in here. This is a very nice vehicle. Depending on how much I can get it for, I may be driving home with it, but it will be heavily bid on. No joke at all there, because this is a nice car. It is running. It is in good condition. It is clean. Like I said, I expect this to go for at least $3,000 to $4,000 based on the type it is. 2010 Cadillac DTS. This is the reason why it's here. Who knows? It could be for any reason or for no reason, or maybe just clearing out inventory. But it's a very nice car, so this will be a car that I'll be looking out for and seeing what the bidding is going to be. Remember, as nice as a car is going to be, you have to take and see how much you're going to bid on, and then you have to expect some costs in order to do whatever repairs that are necessary. But so far, this car is looking very good there, you know. Temperature regulator is fine. It is blowing nice cold air. Stereo system is kicking and booming, so that's all you can do. You have to watch out for them there. So this is a nice car. I'll have to do something with this one there if the price is right for it. 2002 Cadillac. Well, it looks like you're going to definitely need a new tire for this one here. Whatever happened to it bust. Emblems are missing. Tires are still good. Needs to go washing and waxing. I hate these little fake dolphin stickers and stuff. They're really hard to clean off, but doesn't mean it can't be cleaned off. So as his antenna. There's some sort of wood in here for the doors, and I have no clue as to the reason of that. That can represent some sort of window issue. Let's go ahead and step in and see how it sounds. This vehicle does not appear to start up because I don't hear any bells on it. Although this is a charity vehicle. Charity vehicles are, and you still have to remember, you have to bid as much. Seats obviously work. And watch out, I don't know what this one's gonna do. Obviously a church vehicle. You can tell who drove the vehicle just by the music that's playing in here. Black person. You know, the car's been well taken care of. Like I said, these are things that you have to guess upon prior to going to the auction here. This vehicle will probably go for about $1,200. But as with these vehicles, like I said, you know, there's always going to be some expensive issues with it here. So other than that, this is a nice vehicle. We'll just have to see how much we can get this one for. It says service engine soon, naturally. You know, this is just what's expected. Has a Bose system in it there, so that's pretty nice. You know, this would be a good traveling car. I'm still worried about those pieces of wood in there, you know. That can definitely represent some sort of issue with the vehicle. So let's go ahead and turn this off here. Very nice vehicle though. But on to the next one here. Lincoln LS. Didn't expect to see this one here. Must have just brought this one in 2005. And seats are cut up a little bit, but you know, no worries. You can put a cover on it. You can literally smell the smoke out of this one. Ugh. Let's go ahead and climb in. Well, never mind. A little bit of body damage here. Battery's still up and running, so this thing's gonna need some fender work. These tires are all fucked to hell. That's $400 right there. You know, like I said, it's just the little things there that people don't notice, and that's tires. Looks like the tires have only been replaced enough just to get it up and going, but when you hear that creaking sound, that is body damage. But other than that, really nice vehicle there, you know. Pretty much straightforward, you know. This here is some sort of gunk or something there. It looks like tape or something like that. No worries, that'll buff out. Looks like it had a big sign on here at one time. Can this be fixed? The answer is yes. It's going to go for not too much there. So, but we'll see what happens here. The auction is going to start in about 30 minutes or so, but just wanted to go and pick out on a couple things here. So here's a Winnebago. It's been sitting out probably for at least, with the amount of dust up here, at least 8 years. Obviously, it somewhat still drives here as it's actually parked out here ready to go. You can get this for like $800. You clean it up, you have a nice new off-grid vehicle. So, hey, Jay Masters, got your Winnebago here. You just give me a call in about 30 minutes, and I'll see if I'll bid on this motherfucker for you, you fat son of a bitch. This here is a perfect vehicle for you. You was up there talking about you want to go off-grid and shit. Here's your fucking vehicle that you can do it with here, you dirty mother. I mean, the vehicle is dirty, but I'm sure it's not as dirty as your funky ass here. So just keep this one in your mind here. I might bid on this just for you and drive it over to you. Just give me $1,000 for it there, and I'll hook you up there. All right, guys, we're about to get started here. As you can see, the line is lining up here. This aisle here is for used cars. If you want newer vehicles, this particular side right here on this end is for newer or late model cars there. So you know exactly which aisle you're going to stand into here. You usually put the small stuff there. There's a lawnmower, there's a moped, there's motorcycles, Sea-Doos. Avoid getting these at auctions there because usually they don't work. They're just big giant money pits. If you can get it for less than $100, then you can get $250 for the trailer basically here. So we're going to get started in just a minute here.
The money you got to title, because if you have to bring it back, you only receive the purchase price. Yellow light, we told you something wrong with the car, bad motor, bad transmission. But as far as we're concerned, something wrong with every car here. Figure it out before you buy it. You get the bargain, we're proud. If you get stuck, we're proud. Either way, you both sell the car. Okay, we're going to sell it.
All right, watch how fast this goes here.
One bit of eight, bit of get 10, bit of get 18, bit of get 15, bit of get 400, 500, 500, 500, 600, 700, 700, 700, 700, 700, 8, bit of get 8, 8, bit of get 8, bit of get 8, bit of get 8, 8, bit of get 9, 9, 9, 9, 9,000. Down, bit of get down, bit of get down, bit of get down. Take it out, bit of get half, you say? Down, bit of get 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 down, 950. You bought it, $397. I know damn well you ain't gonna mother grass.
So first bid, lawnmower, $397.
We got a certificate order but no title.
Now what happens is it was bidding for $1,000 there, and they said half. That makes $500 there, so you have to go with the lowest least bid there. Last bid was at $397. Now we're bidding on the moped.
On the scooter, take it out. 300, but again 3, 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 250. You bought him, John, 430.
All right, moped went for 250 there.
Motorcycle.
Suzuki motorcycle.
One minute made 2, 2 and a half, but again a half, but again a half, 1 minute 2 and a half, but again a half, but again 3, but again 3, but again 3, but again 3, yes or no, but again 3, but again 3, but again 3, but again 3, 250, 300, but again 3, but again 3, but again 3, 250. We'll have to call 403.
All right, now whenever you hear that there, bid went for about $300, but they have to call the dealer there to see if that deal amount is acceptable for that particular item there. So it's up to the guy that owns that motorcycle to decide whether he wishes to sell it for that price there. Because it didn't reach the minimum bid. It's for seated. No. Still gets it. Will not get sold. Bye-bye.
We'll take care of it. Phone call.
Oh, actually someone did bid $800 for it, but needs a phone call on that one there. Like I said, you'll run into this a lot sometimes there. If it's too low of a bid or so for a particular item there, then the owner has to make a decide for it there. This is starting at $200 there. It's driving. Well, actually, it's not driving. It's being pushed. Goodbye. No.
200 bucks. We'll call. What's your number? 300.
Calls at 300 there. That one's going to be another one. All right, 4 tours. I expect this one to go for like $600-700 here. So obviously it needs to be pushed. So
1.5, but a good tape, 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 75, but a good tape, but a good tape, but a good keep rolling, but a good tape, but a good tape, but a good tape, but a good tape, but a good tape.
Goes right down the hill.
You bought it, 300.
$300. Since it was being pushed, yeah, 300 bucks. Here comes the Volvo. It's being pushed. Does not run.
Stop, Wayne. One but a bay, 100.5, but a good tape, but a good tape, 75, but a good tape, but a good tape, but a good tape, but a quarter, 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 but a good. Anybody else? 200, 2 but a quarter, but a quarter, but a quarter, but a good 2 but a quarter, but a quarter, take it home, but a good a quarter, but a quarter, but a good 2 but a quarter, 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 but a good 2 but a quarter. 200 bucks. No.
And again, this one's being pushed by
175, but a good tape, but a good tape, hold me 175, 2 tape, but a good tape, but a good tape, but a good tape, take it out, but a good tape, but a good tape, but a good tape, 2 but a quarter, but a quarter, Wayne, but a give a quarter. 2 but a quarter, 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 Billy, 200 bucks. You bought it, Billy? 409.
All right, I'm going to put a pause up here while they bring more up here. All right, guys, like I said, I had to stop filming there, so I'm going to go back in here and get some business taken care of. Just want to let you guys know what was happening. So next time you'll see this here, next thing I'll be posted, I'll either be driving home with a car or no car. But there won't be no more filming of the auction at this present time here. So I'm going to get back in here and get some business taken care of. Take care. All right, guys, the auction is pretty much over. As you can tell, it is nighttime. Finished up with everything. Like I said, I wasn't able to film the remainder of the bidding there. You know, had to apologize there for the whole incident there. I wasn't aware there was no filming. But in any event, as a result, I managed to get a 2002 Cadillac DeVille DHS Candy Apple Red. Looks pretty good. I had to wait for a bid confirmation. Sometimes when you get something for a low amount there, lower than what's asking, it has to be confirmed with the seller of the vehicle. So it was confirmed. I got the vehicle for $650. Now anytime you go to a bid, there's also going to be seller fees along with it. This covers things such as paperwork here, which I'll show you right here. All the paperwork, VIN numbers and stuff like that. You know, you still have to get your insurance, and of course I'm going to have it towed down to Fisher's garage to see everything that goes on with it. Just remember, I'll probably end up putting maybe $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 into the vehicle. You know, depending. I mean, that's my general expectation. I'll probably have to put less in there because the vehicle's running good, it shifts good and everything, but you know, you always have these contingencies, and there's certain things I want to do with the vehicle. In any event, I'm still coming out on top because remember, these vehicles are purchased with cash. I have no financing whatsoever, none needed there. I'm not paying any car payments still. The car is paid for. I can do whatever the fuck I want with it there, you know. And that's a good thing about auctions and buying things in cash here, just the same as Warren Buffett there and most other dealers there. Why go and pay interest on a vehicle? You can pay a vehicle for $4,000. You're still going to have to get it fixed up. And then you're going to pay 30% interest for a used car dealership. Because you see, here's the thing. They don't make their money on selling the value price of the car. They make the money on the interest. That's how it works here, people. You know, they make money on interest. So they're going to pull it out in just a minute. I'll be right back. All right, guys, this is it. Cadillac DLS. This is the one I was actually making fun of there earlier. Of course, obviously, I'm going to need to get a new tire for this here, as I mentioned before. It's going to need some detail work here, but everything is fine with that one. All right, guys, here it is. Cadillac 2002 DHS, $650. I don't know what's going on with those windows, but we're going to see in just a second here. But I'm going to have it towed over to Fisher's garage here. Fuel level is low. Obviously, service engine, like I pointed out before. Drives pretty smoothly there. I just drove it out. It's going to need some coolant. Let's take a look at the air conditioning. Not tested that out yet. Let him WJMZ, Anderson, Greenville. All right, no coolant here. On 107.3 James. So, sorry, I had it covered up. Other than that, everything else is looking well. I just have to figure out how to run things here. But, you know, like I said, it is what it is. I mean, winter's coming up. It's a lot of work I'll have to do with it there. But, you know, I'll figure it out there. But that's all for tonight, people. You guys, take care.